All right, it's time to get out that DraftKings app and start making your bets on every
Lock it
prediction
in.
that we make. Lock it in. I have to say, I don't know what WWE did, but these things are pretty fire. Everybody looks like, look how good Sami Zayn's never
I
looked
know.
like
Yeah,
before.
he's
Rob, right?
looking
They
dapper.
look
Yeah.
everything, all of them. The Money in the Bank ones, they all look good. But all right, so we're starting here. Sami Zayn versus Bron Breakker for Gunther's IC Heavyweight Championship. Who do you got, Mr. Ryan? Who do you got?
Oh man. I'm going to go Sami Zayn. I think Sami Zayn's going to retain. I do think maybe Bron Breakker is the one to take the belt off of him because they want to give him a big push, and I feel like that's the best way to do it. But it's in Canada. Sami Zayn's not losing in Canada again. He's going to win. He's going to get a huge pop from the crowd. He's gonna barely win. It's gonna be one of those fights like Cody Rhodes had with Brock Lesnar, where it's hard hitting. Sami Zayn's clearly the underdog. He's outmatched, but he's gonna survive. And then maybe at SummerSlam, that's when Braun takes the Intercontinental belt off of him. So I'm gonna go. Sami Zayn wins the battle, but Bron Breakker wins the war later on.
All right. I don't know about the future, but I'm going to go Sami Zayn as well right now. And I think Kaiser and Sheamus interfere and cost him in some way or fashion. They didn't bring them two up for no reason.
Yeah.
They also won IC championship, even though they're trying to face each other. But Bron Breakker, he's not ready. The IC title, since Gunther got it, now Sami, it feels like it's important. Like it is truly the second best title, the second biggest title. So Sami having it's more important than Braun. Braun's just not there yet.
Yeah. I just hate that they've been pushing Braun as this big monster, and then his first pay-per-view he's gonna lose. But hey, I mean, if as long as he looks strong, he'll be fine.
And he can still be a monster without that title. So it makes him more of a monster. So all right, what's next? You're just gonna pop him up and we'll go. There you go. Ooh, we going into it. The men's Money in the Bank match. We got LA Knight, versus Drew McIntyre versus Carmelo, he don't miss, versus Mr. Charlotte Flair versus Jey Uso versus Chad Gable. Who do you got? I made a TikTok that never posted. I think there's only one option, but Ryan, who you picking?
I think this match is going to be an overbooked hot mess. Because you got the Wyatt Six, you have Logan Paul, you got CM Punk, and you maybe have the Bloodline all involved in this. The only two people that could leave unscathed are Andrade and Carmelo,
because no one cares about them.
All right. I'm gonna go Drew McIntyre wins the Money in the Bank briefcase. That's my prediction. And then when we do the last match of the night, I'll give my
other reason. Okay.
Yeah, my reason. But Drew McIntyre is going to win the briefcase.
All right. I have 6 men here, and only one man I would believe could win the championship. But there's only one man who I think will win. Let's go through it. Andrade, he's in it because his wife told Triple H to do it. Carmelo's in it because you want eyeballs on him. He's the new big thing, and he's gonna steal the show of this match.
Oh,
he's
yeah, he'll be
everywhere.
the stud. Yeah,
100%. LA Knight, everyone's probably predicting him. I'm assuming I haven't been paying attention, but he's 100% going to get cost by Logan Paul, whether Logan Paul nucks him at some point, whatever happens, he'll get taken out. Chad Gable is 100% going to be climbing up the ladder when the music hits. Nikki Cross all of a sudden will be on the other side of the ladder. He's going to run down the ladder and run away and never come back. He'll get eliminated.
Yeah. Or maybe not Wyatt Six, maybe Otis and Tozawa, or that group.
It could be anything. Yeah, who knows? Somebody, but Chad Gable's not getting through it. And then we got Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre, I'm dying on this sword 100%. Drew has everyone laid out. He's on that ladder. His hand is filling up that briefcase. He's petting it like a little puppy, like a doggy. He's ready to get it. And all of a sudden, CM Punk is going to run up or be on the bottom of the ladder. And Drew's going to see him and he's going to push him down. He's going to fall through a table that was set up 75 minutes before that moment. And it's going to be game, set, and match. The only person who's going to win this match is Jey Uso. And here's the thing. Do I think Jey Uso is champion material? Absolutely not. I did a long time ago, but that ship has sailed with him and Roman. I don't, just because he says yeet, but him winning, there is history. There is a story. Cody Rhodes, when Jey Uso left the Bloodline, Cody Rhodes was the only one who accepted him, brought him in, other than Sami, brought him in over to Raw, catered to him. I can see Jey Uso turning and cashing in on Cody Rhodes, or I can see Cody Rhodes, who everybody's over and wants him to not be John Cena anymore, and people are pretending like he's going to have a heel turn. What better way to have a heel turn than turning on Jey Uso when he's trying to cash in on a brief or whatever?
Yeah.
So I'm going to go Jey Uso yeet.
Yeah, that's not a bad pick. I like that. And then there's the whole bloodline factor too. That
who knows?
Who knows what happens with them? Could he cash in on Solo Sikoa? Could he cash in on Roman Reigns? Could he cash in on The Rock? So, and is that how he comes back to the OG bloodline? So there's ways that you can make this happen. But I predicted Jey Uso before versus Tama Tonga in the King of the Ring tournament, and he disappointed me. So that's why I'm not picking him this time. But that is a good pick.
All right. And look how good they all look. I'm telling you, this is the best photos ever. All right. Drew looks like a stud. All right. We got the 6-man everyone's been dying for. We got the Bloodline minus Jacob Fatu versus Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens, and Randy Orton. This might be the hardest one to predict, in my opinion. But who you got?
I'm going to go the Bloodline. The Bloodline has to win. They have to win. And if you and I'm going to say that I think Cody Rhodes should take the pin.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know. I know he probably won't, but he should, because I think Solo should be the one to pin him.
Okay, because you want to build a summer. Okay.
You want to build a SummerSlam. You want to make the Bloodline look strong. You want to give Solo, you want to make him look strong of all people. What's the best, pinning Kevin Owens? He's done that. Pinning Randy Orton, he's done that. He has never pinned Cody Rhodes, and that would give him, that would put him even with Roman Reigns, because Roman Reigns beat him once. Now Solo Sikoa's pinned him once. So yeah, I think the Bloodline has to win. You can't do everything you've done with Paul Heyman and build to the return of Roman Reigns and book this as strong as they have, and just to have them lose in the 6-man match at Money in the Bank. So I'm gonna go Solo Sikoa pinning Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes needs to take the pin. It's non-title. It's not going to hurt him. It's going to put the Bloodline, make them look stronger than ever.
All right. I mean, the only way the Bloodline loses is if Roman Reigns gets revenge from Paul Heyman, but I think it's too soon at Money in the Bank. So I'm going to go with you. That prediction was solid. I like everything about it. Never thought of that. Now, I dig it.
If this match closes the show, I do think we're in for a surprise. Maybe Roman Reigns does come back at the end to stare down Solo or something. But I don't know if it is going to close the show.
I don't know. All right, what's next?
Let's see what we got.
Oh, this is closing the show. All right, we got the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. I meant opening. We got Io Sky versus Valkyria versus Tiffany Stratton versus Naomi versus Zoey Stark versus Chelsea Green. Who are you picking? Why is it Chelsea Green?
Chelsea Green all day long. I mean, she's the only one that has really been booked solidly despite everything that she's gone through. Tiffany Stratton's been strong. I'll give her that. But and Lola Vice too. But Io Sky really hasn't done anything since she dropped the title at Mania, and Damage Control is still kind of in flux right now. Naomi is just kind of there. Zoey Stark, I have no idea why she's in this match in the first place. She really hasn't. I mean, I think she could be. I feel like Shayna Baszler's kind of holding her back a little bit, or that tag team is holding her back. I think she could be doing more than just tag team wrestling. So maybe this will be her coming out party, but it's got to be Chelsea Green. The crowd's going to pop so loud if Chelsea Green wins the briefcase.
And imagine her with it. It's just going to be so annoyingly amazing. Io Sky has no chance. She's in it just to continue the Damage Control storyline. Valkyria is in it for the same reason as Carmelo Hayes. Zoey Stark's in it. She was in it last year. She also still needs to get pushed and get more eyeballs on her. I could see Tiffany Stratton winning only because she was the biggest thing going, and it's believable that she could beat Bayley if she cashed in. But I don't think it's going to be her, but I could see it. Naomi as well. Naomi and Bayley have a story right now. They're talking about it. Naomi has, we've been wanting her as well as, Bianca to turn heel. Imagine Naomi getting it and then turning heel on a Bayley. Ooh, that'd be great. But I think it has to be Chelsea Green. I mean, the WWE has heard nothing but dirty. They never treat her fair. She needs something with all the terrible gimmicks she has been given and overcome. Why not give it to Chelsea? Let her hold that thing for a while. Yeah. Piper Niven backing her up. It just writes itself.
Especially with Nia Jax getting the match at SummerSlam. having Piper Niven in that corner. Just imagine
Mm-hmm.
the stare down between Niven and Jax and
Yep.
I mean, so yeah. Sign me up, Chelsea Green all day long. And whatever you do, WWE, they have a tendency. I think they've done this like a couple of years now in a row. Don't have the
Yeah.
woman cash in the same night as because
Yeah.
they did that last year with Io Sky. She cashed in on Bianca Belair at the end of the show. It was either that or at SummerSlam. I can't remember which one, but it was like shortly after Money in the Bank. And no, let the woman hold on to it for a while. Let them hang on to it, because I forgot Io Sky had the briefcase last year.
So did I.
She won it last year and then cash in immediately. And meanwhile, Damian Priest dragged out his cash in. So let the women cook for a little while and let them hold on to the briefcase for a bit.
I agree. All right, let's get into it. Last one. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Damian Priest versus Seth Rollins, World Heavyweight Championship. Who you got? Another hard one.
Yeah, and there's the stipulation that if Damian Priest wins, Seth Rollins can never compete for the title as long as Damian Priest is champion, and if Seth Rollins wins, Damian Priest has to leave the Judgment Day. So, a little couple of stipulations rather. But I'm gonna go Damian Priest retains, and this is why I picked Drew McIntyre to win Money in the Bank. Drew McIntyre is going to come out at the end of the show and attempt to cash in on Damian Priest. Priest cashed in on McIntyre at WrestleMania, so it's only fair and only fitting and only right for McIntyre to cash in on Damian Priest. That's when CM Punk comes out and cost him the cash in, and there's nothing it's a failed cash in because CM Punk cost him the cash in, or maybe something with AJ Lee. I feel like AJ Lee might get involved and cost him the cash in, and then that's what's going to set up for Punk versus McIntyre. That's going to be the final straw. Punk versus McIntyre at SummerSlam. Damian Priest is going to beat Seth Rollins to retain his championship.
I don't mind that. I like it a lot. I'm still going to stick with mine. I think Damian Priest retains via Liv Morgan help, which continues the Bloodline storyline, and adding in Liv Morgan taking everything away from Rhea Ripley. So, but I like them both. But either way, I don't think Seth wins. He's not coming back to win the title again. He just had it.
No, and just to drop it a month later to Gunther, like this is Gunther's title at SummerSlam, and Seth winning it just to drop it to Gunther doesn't make any sense. Give Priest some continuity with the belt. A 5-month reign is nothing to scoff at, and
no, at all. Yeah,
and beating champion, like a former champion like Seth Rollins, beating Drew McIntyre and Damian, and everybody else that he's had. Give him his flowers. He's been a great champion.